We're pleased today to welcome to the program the founder of Plug and Play, Saeed Amidi, is with us. First time in North Dakota, so first of all, welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here. And I have had a wholeheartedly welcome. It's been incredible morning today.
So if you had to do a little word association on North Dakota, before you got here, what did you know about North Dakota?
You know, I know from what the coast people say, it's like flyover.
Wow.
But the reality is it's the farming and ag heart of the U.S. and perhaps the world. So I really have enjoyed learning more about Fargo and North Dakota and the whole Midwest, if you would call it.
And today you announced that Plug and Play, your company, is opening its 26th office globally right here in North Dakota, right? What does that mean? What does an office of Plug and Play bring to North Dakota?
We generally work with the corporations that are on the ground, like both equipment suppliers, fertilizer suppliers, farmers, the ag community. And then what we try to do is to bring in the whole value chain and add a spark to it, add an energy to it with entrepreneurs. We believe like entrepreneurs like Larry and Sergey of Google, who have organized the information of the world, have actually helped all of us save time and increase our knowledge. If you choose other entrepreneurs who did Uber, who did Airbnb, I feel in the ag business, we haven't had that disruption or this innovation. And quite frankly, with the population of the world growing, we need to bring speed, innovation, and technology to ag business to be able to sustainably overcome the challenges of the world.
I understand you met with some cattle producers on your trip here, so you know you're in North Dakota when. That's a good deal, and some big beef folks. Give me an example of one thing you hear in them in the way of something that's holding them back, where bringing this ecosystem of the technology and the investment might bring us the next Uber or whatever.
You know, like if I can use, it's very unusual for us to open Bentonville, Northwest Arkansas, but with the help of Walton Foundation and Walmart and John Tyson Sr. and John Tyson Jr., we hope to build an innovation platform there in supply chain. And then specifically in Fargo or North Dakota, we need the community, the university that we are in right now, for everybody to come together to, if we find the Larry and Sergey in this building, then they need help. If you know Andy Beshkeltime and Ram Sharam wrote the first check for Larry and Sergey and got Google off the ground. And then Sequoia and KP gave them $25 million when they were 18 months old. So quite frankly, not that only money matters, but the expertise of these people that have built great companies. Google went from 0 to $10 billion revenue faster than any company in the world. And the person who helped to do that is one of my best friends, Omid Kordestani, and he learned how a company grows fast because he was at the other startup. I think Google was his 5th startup that he was involved with. And I hope that we can have people go back and forth from Silicon Valley to Fargo and bring that know-how and expertise to increase the speed and increase the possibility of building a global company here.
Now that you have the office here at Plug and Play, what kind of a system, process do you have to connect with some of these companies that might be ready for an investment to go to the next level?
Normally what we do, we run 2 cycles per year. So we usually start with our corporate needs and the farmers' needs. And then we don't try to have a technology find a solution. We try to first find areas that, like soil, is a very important part of the ag business. So we would say, how could we use the existing soil better? How could we make it more productive with keeping sustainability in mind and keeping all of the new generation, they really don't want a lot of pesticides and herbicides. But quite frankly, we still need to feed the world, so we need to find a balance. And what we do is we gather the information, then we challenge the entrepreneurs, because some of them are still making up their mind, to pivot and solve a real world problem. And if the entrepreneurs are smart enough, if the engineers are smart enough, then we fund them to do this at a faster pace. And quite frankly, when I say we, it's not only Plug and Play. We bring the community together. We like to co-invest here. We will bring investors from California here. One of our corporate partner is the largest phosphate producer in the world, OCP from Morocco. I think it is to their interest and our interest to make our farms more productive.
How do you know? You've obviously got a legendary ability to see a winner and put the 2 things together. Is there a little alarm bell that goes off in your head, or you get the warm and fuzzies, or what is it? How do you know?
And number one, I look for talent and passion. I think passion is as important as talent or education. Then you also, like, again, I don't make a decision in a silo. I show the startup to other investors, other corporate partners, and we say, if this startup can do what they say they do, would you buy it? Would you solve a problem in your farm, in your production? And quite frankly, you still finally go by your gut feeling, but I have a lot of smart people helping me do the due diligence internally and externally, who help us make our decisions.
But at the very beginning, it isn't, if I do this, they'll buy it, so give me money. It's, that guy says he needs this, and if we can scale that, here's where it goes, right?
That's right. Again, I mean, like, quite frankly, I have done this, you could say, by gut, but when you want to do this at scale, like we are doing it, you cannot go by gut. I still do my best to meet every investment we make, the founders. But if the founders are in Munich or Stuttgart or Paris or Beijing, I cannot meet everybody. So we try to make the best decision possible with evaluating the market technology fit. Then we also say, can these entrepreneurs attract other money, other added value partners like Plug and Play?
I thought your example about Mercedes was really telling, and how people came together, and how Mercedes, if a new tech, I'm going to let you tell it, but basically the time it takes to get a new technology in a vehicle on the lot used to be, 4, 5, 6 years, and now it's much quicker. Why?
So mainly, if you ask Mercedes what they do, they consider themselves an engineering company. They have 70,000 engineers. They make really incredible product. But Ola, the new CEO of Mercedes, said the speed of change is so fast in electrification, in autonomous, in connected car, that nobody can keep up with this speed. And what he mentioned to me is he wants to embrace technology from outside, bring it together with his incredible technical team to merge it and do a new product faster, better, cheaper. Because I believe you could combine the power of a large organization with the power and the agility of an entrepreneur, and 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4. 2 plus 2 should equal 10. And that's what we like to create, that magic. And we hope to do it here for the ag business.
Last question. You told a story today about being 19 years of age and in Iran and kind of having a spark in that first investment that went well, and the rest is history. But tell us a little bit about that. How was your journey to becoming plug and play and doing what you're doing from the Silicon Valley?
You know, I was 19. I emigrated to U.S. when I was 15. So I was in California when I was 19. And quite frankly, because my allowance was cut off, I had to start a company. And that summer, I started the company that I'm still running. And through that company, I made some money. And then I invested it in technology startups. And I said, my God, this is a little more exciting than my day job. So for a while I was doing both, and quite frankly, slowly my hobby, which is technology investing and plug and play, became my real job every day. And I spend 90% of my time trying to identify great entrepreneur and help them to succeed.
Well, there's such a rich history of that here, as you know now, and we're excited to see how the efforts of the world-renowned plug and play will help some companies and some businesses and some startups grow here. So thanks for your trust in North Dakota.
Wonderful. I hope 5 years from now we could have some great success stories like Google, eBay, Uber, Facebook out of North Dakota and Fargo that have helped us feed the world in a more sustainable way. Thank you.
Thank you.